I don't know how I was doing things. I don't know how I was walking around, to be honest with you. Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today. Actually, I was back yesterday. I tried to vlog. It did not go well. I'll share a little bit of that. I've been having a weird week, and I think maybe the physical healing of last month took place first, and then the emotional side is coming in again. And yesterday I wanted to share about my first cycle, my first period since my rupture, and I wound up sobbing. I wound up breaking down crying, talking about it. And it's not that I don't want to share that. It's just that I don't think I communicate very well when I'm that upset. It's been a weird week. I have felt off this week. Got my period, so I'm sure that there are some fluctuating hormones involved, and my body is just falling back into sync. But what I wanted to share about it is that I didn't realize how scary it would be to get a period again. This is not my first period since discovering that I was having an ectopic pregnancy, but it is the first one since I ruptured. And you know what? Blood coming out of me is, it's scary after what happened the last time, and it's been a week, but thankfully I'm a few days into the cycle now. Everything is normal. In fact, I think this is one of the lighter periods I've had. But man, I didn't expect to be so nervous about it. And so in explaining that yesterday while I was trying to vlog and talk about it, I started to cry because it's been scary. I don't know. I got my first cycle. It's so weird. It's so weird how the body works, and I didn't expect to get my period, but it was confirmed. Essentially, I guess the methotrexate was working enough that it was dropping my HCG, which I'm assuming signaled my body to have a period. And that happened April 1st. That's when I started. We knew it was a period because I had so many ultrasounds. I was going pretty much every other day to get an ultrasound. It was Monday, Wednesday, Friday that I was doing it. And they were measuring my uterine lining during all of this. And it was thick one day, and then on Monday when I thought I had started my period, it was thin. So I was definitely losing the uterine lining, which is what a period is. And I don't know, I thought it was heavier than a typical period, but I was miscarrying, so I thought, duh, of course it's gonna be heavier. And turns out I was rupturing at the same time. That's my luck, that I would get my period and rupture at the same time. It masked the bleeding from that, and looking back, now I know that was a lot of blood. I lost a lot. I lost a lot. Comparing it to what I'm losing now, I don't know how I was doing things. I don't know how I was walking around, to be honest with you. I don't know. So then in the ER, when they called it a pelvic pain exam, you know, I had been bleeding a lot but didn't really recognize it, and Zach was the one standing at the doorway of the ER door. Well, it's basically a curtain. It's not a real door, because doctors were coming in and out, nurses were coming in and out, so Zach stood guard by the door while the doctor did the pelvic pain exam, which she had to stick her hand up my 𝙗𝙗 and see how I reacted. And I lurched in that bed and almost hit the wall behind me. I was like, ooh. And then I immediately started sobbing because I was in so much pain. But when she took her hand out, Zach had a full view. You know, my feet and my 𝙗𝙗 are facing the ER door, and that's where Zach's standing guard. When she pulled her hand out, it was just, and Zach saw it. And that's when I realized, oh, this is a lot. This is a lot. Anyways, so then, you know, my period comes around this time. It was, it was late. It was definitely late by about a week. It was a 35-day cycle. I typically go 28 or 29 days. So it was late. But it did arrive. And seeing the first blood, I mean, it sort of collects in me without my rectum. But seeing it do that, I don't know. It would come out at once, and it just terrified me. But of course, I'm fine. I'm okay. It's just the memory of bleeding a lot before. But it feels normal. I need to tell my fertility clinic. They wanted me to let them know when I had a period, because that would be considered my first true period after this. And I just haven't yet. And they're not forcing me to do anything. They're not forcing me to move forward or go again. It's been up to Zach and I just, you know, I haven't contacted them yet. I've got it marked in my app so I can let them know when I want to. We'll see if I get a little bit more regular after this, but all things considered, I know a lot of people with ectopics, sometimes they don't get their period for a really long time, and now I've already been through 2, so I guess that's a good sign. But I definitely feel like the hormones are figuring out what they're doing, not just like emotionally, because I've been super emotional this week. We celebrated my birthday a few weeks early this past weekend, and I was surprised with a friend who has kids, and she was asking about how I was doing, and we both just broke down crying about it, because it was just traumatic. But yeah, I feel like the physical had to heal first. My incision is looking really good now. That little spot, the skin is sort of discolored, but it's all healed up, and you know, it feels really good. I don't feel any pain or anything. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. Nothing's leaking from it. What I wound up doing was using a little bit of mupirocin ointment that I had from something or other, and just a small piece of gauze on that one area, and that seemed to do the trick. So maybe there was a little infection. I don't know, but whatever it was, it seemed to clear it up. So I'm thankful for that. Otherwise, though, I think now that physically I'm pretty good. I'm getting more active and doing things. I think the emotional is catching up along with the hormones. So it's been a funny week, and I tried vlogging yesterday, and I mean, I'll just share a clip of what happened. When the bleeding started, I didn't realize how scared I was, because I don't know why saying that just made me want to cry. I'm gonna go cry, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I got really upset. I got so upset. And so I had to like stop filming for a while and just sit and cry, and I had put on makeup specifically for that video like 20 minutes prior, and I cried it off immediately. I felt stupid. I feel better today, and Zach's home today, so, you know, I've got him here. It's just, I never could have imagined feeling so devastated. It is wild, and a lot of you have gone through similar things, or miscarriages and whatnot, and you pretty much, the consensus has been you're not going to get over this, you're going to remember it forever. Yeah. It's been a wild trip. Now, what are you doing? Don't mind the laundry all over the place. That's where we're at. Nan, are you licking? Did you eat all your food? I'm gonna go check. Sometimes we have to sing to her to get her to eat all of her food. She gets a little, I don't know if it's distracted or forgetful. She's over 10. We have to like direct her to her food bowl and sing to her. We have to sing, oh, nom nom nom, to get her to eat. That's what we do. So I hope you ate all your food, because I sang to you a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna look in a little bit. Yeah, so we're just hanging out this weekend. I'm seeing a friend from high school, and we're going to a Mother's Day early dinner, I don't know, at my brother and sister-in-law's. So it'll be a good weekend, and I'm excited for that. I've got mint growing in the garden, so I'm thinking about making mojitos. I think that would be really fun. Yeah, we usually, so Zach and I, we have this big patch of mint. Mint goes crazy, but we have this little like blocked off area that mint goes wild, and we have just a supply, like a huge supply of it. So that's kind of our thing. When the weather warms up, we bring mojitos to their house. So I'm thinking about doing that. I think we're gonna go to the grocery store today, so I gotta get limes and all the other ingredients. I'm trying to remember. Well, you need, what is it, rum? I don't know. Zach has the recipe, not me. I just enjoy them. So yeah, it's been a weird week. Yesterday, before I started crying, I wanted to show my plants to you guys because I've been feeling so off. I've been trying to like focus on work and stuff, and I just was struggling the other day and honestly just felt like going back to bed. I just felt like crawling into bed and forgetting the day, calling it a wash. And what I decided to do instead, which was great, was I got outside and I started planting my flowers. Now I know it's early and I'm worried about like another freeze happening, who knows, but the area that I planted all my flowers is close to the house, which stays a little bit warmer, and it's in one area. So should there be a freeze upcoming, I can easily cover all of that because it's all in this flower area. So let me just, I don't want to waste the clips that I took yesterday. I'll show you that. Okay, I just stepped outside really quick to show you the little garden area that I showed you in a recent video. I don't remember which one. My broccoli is actually still doing well. It wilts when it's hot out, so I'm waiting to see if it starts wilting today. I see a couple that are like, it's too hot. But I planted a bunch of stuff. These are dahlias right here. You know what, I'll turn the microphone around and I'll just show it to you closer. Okay, you can see this is like a little triangular area. Not triangle, well, yeah, it's a triangle. It comes to a point right there. I trimmed back these bushes as best as I could by hand. I need to get a hedge trimmer and I'm just saving up some money to do so, but I've got my dahlias right here. Look at how cool. Hopefully they actually give me some blooms this year. You'll see, I don't know if you can see that plant right there, that one right there. Where else? I have them all the way down the line. That's celosia. I have a bunch of different types, and one actually does have some blooms on it. Here's one with little tiny, I forget what this is, like flamingo feather something or other. I've also got cosmos here, and that is behind a coneflower that's been in this garden for a while. He looks pretty wilty, but he keeps wilting on hot days too. He's not happy about it. I'm leaving this guy because last year I actually threw some Sweet William and some other dianthus types in the garden, like some seeds. I never saw any plants come from it, but I'm thinking that might be it. It's kind of what I remember them to look like. I feel like these guys, my snapdragons, are looking pretty good too. And I also planted a bunch of zinnias. This one's not very happy right now. Again, I think it's just being outside in this hot weather. They haven't really been in the sun a ton. There's another Cosmo right there. Cosmos, whatever, Cosmos. My bearded irises are starting to get some blooms. That guy's gonna open soon, yay! And my lilies are getting tall. These are all things that have been here for a really long time. And, oh, the other thing that I did was I planted a bunch of radish seeds along the front here because I thought it might help keep some of the bugs away from my broccoli. We'll see. I added some phosphorus right up front to hopefully help them. But I just planted them yesterday, so you're not going to see anything. Still a bit of work I gotta do in terms of weeding. There's still a bunch of weeds all between the irises and stuff, and I ran out of energy the day that I was doing it. And my lilacs here are getting closer and closer to blooming. I can't wait. They smell so good. My vegetable garden, we're gonna put actually right against this porch here because it looks so rough. Our deck is in really rough shape, and I think it'll just make it look a little bit nicer. I don't know. I'm planning it kind of as I go. I want it close to the house though because I need to be able to manage it and not trek out into the yard. It's a lot. It is a lot. Life is a lot. So that was my little garden area. I'm really excited. I do have to prepare my other garden area for my tomatoes, my green beans. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing for my green beans is putting it kind of parallel to our street because they make a great cover. If you put up a trellis or whatever, they will fill it out. And I thought it'd be nice to like block the street from our backyard a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think that would work out really well. But I'm waiting a few more weeks because as much as I love my flowers and making bouquets and stuff, my vegetables I'm the most excited about. And I just think, let me not risk it with them, you know? The last thing I want to share about yesterday, and I think I'm just going to include the clip that I took it in. I'm looking rough, okay? Makeup completely came off because of the crying, but it was sort of unusual what happened. I stepped outside because I was upset. I just wanted to sit in the sun and the warmth, and this happened. Okay, it's like maybe half an hour later. And I had to come back and share this because I thought it was so weird. I just went to sit outside in the sun. I took Holly and Dixie with me, and Holly was sunbathing and Dixie was, I don't know, hunting for something. And I was just sitting in a chair and this thing came fluttering by. I thought it was a bee, so I was like, oh God, what is that? And it landed on me. And it was this little moth that I have never seen before, and I wound up taking a picture of it because I was like, I don't even know what this is, but it landed on me, which I thought was kind of weird. And it just sat with me for like 5 minutes. I don't know, is that somebody trying to tell me something? The universe? I thought it was weird, but I'll share the picture right next to me. Wow, I look absolutely terrible. Okay, now I'm actually done. Yeah, I've never seen one of those before, so I googled it, and you know, there's some websites that say it's supposed to be a sign of transitioning, like the beauty of transition, and who knows, but I just thought that was kind of interesting because it just sat with me. It was trying to poke me with its little, what is this called? What is this called? Butterflies have it, moths, the little thing that they put in to get the nectar out. What the heck is that called? It's escaping me right now, but that he kept trying to eat me. He kept trying to like stick it into me, and then after a few minutes he looked like he got really mad, stomped his feet on me, poked one time really hard, and then flew off. So maybe he thought I was a flower. I will take that. I just thought it was nice. I liked it. So anyways, that's what's been going on the last few days. I know it's not super exciting, but I wanted to share an update of what's happening cycle-wise and emotionally. We're 5 weeks out from surgery. I think, when did I find out that I was pregnant? I think it was like end of February. So we're 2 months out from all of this. And it's hard. It is hard. I don't know how people who have gone further along with their pregnancies and stuff and had miscarriages, I don't know how. I don't know. Truly. I've been through a lot of difficult things, and this is one of the things that's really screwing with me. It's upsetting. So I hope that anybody who's ever experienced this, that somehow you found comfort in something. Man, oh man. Anyways, I don't want to chat too long, but I appreciate you guys being here. I just hit 200,000 subscribers on here, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, which is insane because I just hit 100,000 this, I think, past fall or past summer. That's wild to me. So thank you so much for being here. If you're new, if you're old, whoever, I appreciate you guys just listening to me talk to the camera. I don't know. It's just, it's a very nice community here, and I'm thankful that I was able to use it to just talk about everything that's happened. Well, really throughout my life, but especially recently, it's been very helpful to hear from other people, especially since this is all new territory for me. I've never been through anything like this, and so hearing from so many people who have been there and done that, it's so helpful. It is so helpful. So thank you so much. I hope that you guys are doing fantastic. I hope you're feeling great. Expect a fun birthday weekend vlog soon. I'm going to throw that together eventually and share it with you because we had a great time. I got surprised a few different times. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.